Logan Paul just revealed one of the craziest strategies to tenfold your Pokemon collection to another level. I'm talking about profits that are quite insane and are already tested. This is a known method, but it's super risky to do. This involves taking your graded Pokemon cards and getting them regraded. For instance, having this Snorlax card get regraded again with PSA and increasing the value. If there is any card in my collection that I'd like to do to see if I can get a PSA 10 out of, or just increasing the PSA value, it would honestly be this card as the highest chance to increase my profits in my collection. And if you're thinking, hey, yeah, that's Logan Paul, of course he's gonna get a PSA 10. There's also another YouTuber's video that I watched that I'm gonna pop up on the screen right here, who turned his collection from having one card that he bought for $120 getting to $17,000. You heard that right. He bought the card for $120 and he got it regraded, and now it's worth $17,000. Like, are you kidding me? That is crazy to believe and crazy to do, but honestly, that was worth the risk. Now, talking about the risk, there are chances that the card may come back lower. We do not know how that may happen, but it can come back lower. Even if it's a nice graded card, you may not get it back the same value as the PSA that it's already in. I've seen a lot of people so far regrade their cards and they've come back lower, which is crazy to see, and that's honestly hurtful. I'm talking about cards that were already in the thousands, drop down to like 500, like 600, and that's a $400 loss plus the fees that you're paying for it to get regraded. So it definitely poses some risk, and I'll definitely proceed with caution, but it's also a method for you to increase your profits in your collection. Take this with a grain of salt. It's something that you could do, but it's something I'm going to try in the future, and I'm definitely going to search and hunt for a card that can be the best value card for me to get regraded, and I'm gonna try it out myself, because honestly, the cards that I have now, this one is a PSA 7 and this one getting regraded to a PSA 8 will be at a, a little bit of a higher value, but it's like, what I'm saying, going for a PSA 10 is not gonna happen because this card does have flaws. This is the Articuno card that I'm talking about that I could get regraded, but honestly, the PSA 10 graded card, it does hold value, but it's like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it? It will be something I won't think about. This will be a perfect card for me to test it on. But honestly, just going through the hassle of getting it regraded, paying the fees, and then getting it sent back, I may not do it. I want to do it for a card that holds a little bit of value and is going to be like a successful, accomplishment that I would feel from just doing it. Like something not like on the Snorlax level, but like something a little mid-tier, something that's everybody's chasing for, but not necessarily something that everybody like wants. Like everybody wants the highest grades of cards, and the Charizard, the Gengars, the Mewtwo's. Everybody has a list of, of course, the top 10. Maybe not do the top 10 of the Pokemon cards, the most expensive, like the list I've done. Maybe do the top 50, from 25 to 50, and that can help out. Like an Onyx card, first edition, that would be a cool card. Say it's a PSA 9 and then you get it regraded PSA 10. That would be cool, because that card, I think it goes for like 1,000 or something. PSA 10 and PSA 9, hundreds of dollars. But that's just something that I want to go after and try eventually. Now, am I going to be able to do that with ripsbytriumph? It's a possibility that I may be able to pull a card that's a PSA 9 and then get it regraded, because a lot of their max grails are like that. So it's going to be tough, but I know I would have to go from $25 pack to $100 pack just to get the PSA 9 and a different value, and then get it regraded to a higher value, with, of course, different sites that I want to get it regraded with. $120 to $17,000 is insane. But yeah, this has also been around for a while, cross carding, but it might be the #1 method for you to increase your profits, especially coming from ripsbytriumph. Hey, you might want to take the gamble, maybe. But yeah, let me know down in the comments down below if you would try out the method of crossover grading or cross grading. Let me know if you'll try that method down below. It's a method that's always been around, and it's been around for a while with the Pokemon community. Definitely learning about it and watching that video has been eye-opening, because I'm like, yo, I don't necessarily know if I'll do it on a few cards, but it would definitely have to be a card that's worth value to do it on, that I know I would get a good return on investment on and increase my portfolio to like tenfold. I know if I got that card, the PSA 7 Omanti, if I got that one to PSA 10, my card collection would go to like, you know, I think that one's worth like 3,000, 4,000, around there. It would go up there, but yeah, the chances of me going from PSA 7 to PSA 10, I got no hope. I got to try again and I got to do a lot more rips just to get that. Peace out, you guys. Enjoy this video. Hopefully you did. And leave comments down below. I'll comment and get back to you in another one.